Hi Artful card makers, we're in week 2. This is lesson 2, my tissue text lesson. And this is for making perfect lettering appliques for your cards. We're going to create these little appliques on tissue paper to go on our cards so that we always get the lettering perfect, the spacing perfect, the pen perfect, because sometimes when you've just made a really beautiful piece of art, and trust me, I've done this many times because I get too confident and too cocky, so I just write on the card and then I ruin it and I hate it and I throw it out, which is not good. So what you want to do is you want to have techniques where you can be confident and you can get your lettering onto your cards without worrying about misspelling a word, forgetting a word, having the spacing wrong. And that's what I do with my tissue paper text. And all you're going to need for this is your beautifully painted card, and you might want to have one your whatever your image is kind of big off to the left or off to the right, and then you're going to put your text on the other side. Okay, so all I've done is I've just taken, you just use any kind of tissue paper, and this is actually just gift tissue paper. I took my Copic brush marker, and when I use my Copic brush marker, any brush marker, I can use the very tip and make a really thin line, and that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to write friends are flowers. Now what if I did in the garden of life? Okay, now see how I messed that up? I don't like that because the garden, I wanted the garden to be a little bit more centered. I wanted my composition to be in this kind of a space, more of a rectangle, so this word spilled right out. So that's okay. You can just throw this out because I've made a good one. So what I've done is I've done my lettering on the tissue paper. This is my tissue paper applique. And I'm just going to take some matte gel medium, not gloss because gloss is too glossy. And I'm just going to make a gel medium sandwich. Just add the gel medium, because put the gel medium on right on the card. And if I use the matte, I'm actually going to go over the entire card. So I want one layer on the bottom, and then I'm going to just kind of put that on there, and you see the watercolor is reacting to the gel medium, so you're going to get a little bit of a distressed look. So then you're going to very carefully just place your little applique down. You're going to gel medium right over the tissue paper, and that tissue paper is going to kind of blend in to the watercolor, adding your text. You want to get all your wrinkles out just very carefully because the tissue paper is a little bit fragile. Now I'm just going to go over the whole card with the gel medium, so it kind of is all unified with the gel medium. And again, this is the matte finish. The gloss would be a little bit too much. You could try it. See what you like. I like the matte, but you know what? This is art, so you got to do what you got to do. So here I've just covered the whole card with the gel medium. Everything is nice and secure, and I'm also just going to very lightly make sure all of my brush strokes on the gel medium are going in the same direction. If you need to smooth out some of the wrinkles, you just want to take a little bit of water on your finger and just smooth everything out. And there you have your perfect text on your card. The gel medium dries nice and clear, and your applique or your words is just secured on that paper real nice, and you didn't make a mistake. It's composed perfectly. Just let it dry completely. My best advice for this is test whatever black pen you're going to letter with. Letter it on the tissue paper, and then make the gel medium sandwich and see how your pen reacts to the gel medium, because sometimes different chemistries of different products won't work as well. So I really strongly suggest that you try your black pen with the gel medium that you have, and make sure you use the right pen so you don't get some big smudges. So there is tissue paper text, a real quick and easy technique to add beautiful lettering to a card. So have fun trying that, and I will see you next time for lesson 3 in week 2.